Morning, everyone. How are you? Just getting ourselves up and running, making sure everything is working as per usual. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to turn up our volume a little bit. Had it lower for Pilates the other day. So today we're going to go into some lymph support bouncing, which is the perfect way to start a Monday, especially a gray Monday. I didn't mean to match the weather with my clothes, but here we are. And we are also going to, if you want, engage with some small weights. So I have my, what we call belly balls. They're just weighted balls. That's all they are. I think they're 2 pounds, but they get the job done. And I like them working with them on the Rebounder because they have a handle. Like a little, a strap around your hand. So just in case you're worried about throwing your weights across the room, this is a great option for you. And I think they sell them on the Bellicon website, bellicon.com. Tell them Jenna sent you, which is a great way to go. Today's plant of the week is an Anthurium. I already say this wrong. Anthurium. Not Anthurium, Anthurium, and you've probably seen this or maybe have it at home. We'll bring it up nice and close. It's got the perfect, I always think of these as lipstick plants, and I've got the light turned up way, way high today because it's so gray in the studio, so that's why I look a little yellow. But this little baby is just gorgeous, and the reason why I wanted to bring it up is I saved it, Plant Martyr, I saved it from the drugstore. And currently it is soaking. So if you can see this little teeny tiny brown tip right here, it's supposed to be yellow, it's hard to show, but this one's getting brown, and it's because of the water. Beware of your plants. So today one of my agenda items is to repot this plant into some nice aerated soil. A lot of times when you buy plants from the drugstore, from the hardware store, wherever it is, you end up getting something that's been formulated to look super good, but in reality, it hasn't been properly cared for, or the full process of what it needs hasn't been properly attended to. So this one's going to get some love today. Bright indirect light, keep the soil moist, but not over watered for you. Are we ready to get going? For those of you who are new here, we always do a plant of the week because it's fun and it's also joyful and all of the things, and also clearly it is a passion of mine, and there's always a metaphor where there's a plant. So let's take our weights, put them off to the side. We're actually going to start seated, and we're going to do a little lymph warm-up. And what does that mean? It basically means taking yourself into a space where breath and spinal and joint movement is the focus. So it's not super intense, although that can help. Lymph responds to more gentle movement. So we're going to rock back and just round our back and just take a nice open stretch of our back, reaching through the whole back body. And then we're going to sit up nice and tall, lifting up. I like to press against the frame of my Rebounder, opening the chest to the sky, opening the front of your throat, and then again. And so areas where lymph live, certainly around your neck and underneath your jaw, around your chest, and underneath your underarms, around your hips. Yeah, so think of all those little kind of moments where you can provide gentle pressure in those areas and then a gentle release. The way that I think of lymph is it's almost like in nature, a body of water that has some energy behind it, but it's not like a tidal wave or tsunami. It's like a babbling brook. We want to just get things out of the way so the brook can continue to babble, if you will. Last one, let's round back. And then let's come all the way up. We're going to come back to center. Just take your right ear to your right shoulder, side bending over. I took a class yesterday. Come all the way up. I've been doing a little gentle yoga on Sundays to just kind of realign and rebalance myself and get out of my own head. And I don't know what direction is what anymore because I teach to all of you so often. So just side bending, side to side. Thinking of your ribs coming to your hips. So my right is forever your left. And I just can't think too hard about it or my brain will explode. Good. We'll do one more over to the side. Good morning, Tracy. I see you there, and I saw you, Joy. I'm sorry about the snowstorm, but I hope this warms you up. Good. Come here, take your, here it is. Take your left hand to your right knee and twist all the way over your right shoulder, just gently, and then cross to the other side. So this spinal movement is seemingly simple, and we have been conditioned, my friends. Here comes the conspiracy theory on movement, but it's actually real. We've been conditioned by the media to think that everything has to be completely harsh and completely intense. And while there is benefit to intensity, we'll talk about that in a bit, there's also benefit to the juiciness of our spinal mobility. Good. Let's come back to center. All right. So we've got this really nice island beat. It's for you, Joy. It's bringing in the heat, bringing in the sun for me too. Please, the sun come out. Take your arms out to the side. We're just going to wave the body in one direction all the way over to the side. Let your head flow, and then wave it into the other. So if this is a type of movement you've never done before, it feels a little awkward, give yourself over to it for a moment. It's really simple. You're just making a little wave with your body. You're just starting to stimulate all the tiny joints in your spine. Your spine is like a snake, or you can think of yourself like a slow motion windsock. Whatever is most inspiring to you. Yes, good. Reach it, let those arms move. Good, all the way over to the other side. Excellent. Good. Come back to center. Let's bring it onto our hands and knees. We're going to continue this little rippling effect. Move your bungees out of the way if you want a little more space for your hands. I like to put the heel of the hands onto the frame, my shoulders over my wrists, and then let's just round the spine, curl your tail under, lifting through your front body, and then extending your spine, tail to the sky, chest up. So listen to the music. It doesn't have to be your favorite kind of music, but there's definitely a groove behind it, and each piece of music is more or less an informed choice for me. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I throw a thing in that I thought was one thing and it turns out to be another thing, but for this it's meant to be that feeling as you move your spine, as you curl up and as you extend. It's that sense of vacation, which is apropos because we're on spring break right now. Let's go two more, rounding up. Good. And reaching out to your extension, shine your heart up to the sky. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves back to a centered spine. Bring your legs a little closer together, and we're going to extend just to the front leg. You can take your right or your left, and then we're just going to lift and touch. Lift and touch. So getting some hip motion in, and also beginning to warm up our glutes. Up and touch. Keep going. Up and touch, and up and touch, and up and stay. So from here, pull your knee into your chest, and we're going to round the spine. Then we're going to extend your leg back out nice and long, shine your heart forward, and then we're going to pull the knee into the elbow or the arm, or just close as you can get. A little kind of side crunch here, and then extend it out. So we'll alternate between the two. We're rounding in, kind of squeezing the juice, reaching all the way out, and then squeeze the side juice and reach it all the way forward. Exhaling as you come in could help. Reaching it out nice and long. No tension in your neck or shoulders. Everything is just juicy. Round it in. Reach it out. Getting nice joint mobility and fluid flowing. Couple more. Rounding in. Reach it out. Coming all the way in. Stretch. Let's do one more of each. Round your spine. We're feeling that hip. Reach it out. And side bend. And stretch. So from here, let's bring that leg through, and however you can, step it forward to the floor in front of you. Make your way forward. Take your hands on the frame. Lift up through your chest. And then I'd like you to bend your front knee a little bit more. Keep your heel on the ground. Feel the fold in the front of your ankle. And just breathe into the length up the front of your body. You could imagine pulling your pants up, pulling your leggings up a little higher. Lift through your center. Lift through your heart. If you feeling balanced today? Maybe you take your arms up to the sky. Feel the strength of your upper back. Good. Take your opposite hand to the front knee and press your thigh outward into your hand so you have a little bond there, and then see if you can have a little rotation. Ooh. Good, okay. The sun's coming. Let's bring it all the way up. Let's take it all the way down, and then let's bring that leg back. Give me one rounded spine, and then extend it all the way out. Reach through the chest and come back to your centered place. We're gonna extend that other leg back, just lift and lower. Good, keep going. I'm gonna bump, sometimes it looks like I'm glowing on here, so I'm gonna bump it down just a little bit, just in case. There we go. That's me, I'm not actually yellow. I am not a Simpsons character, turns out. Maybe I am a little bit. Good, are you still lifting and lowering? Let's go. Up. Good, let's do one more to stay. Go up to stay, pull it in, reach it back, and then pull the knee to the elbow, shortening on that side, then lengthening that side out. Pull it in, reach it back, and shorten that side, and stretch it out. Don't forget, we're shortening the front body, then we're stretching it way out, then we're shortening the side body, and then we're lengthening that out. So find both ends of the spectrum. In and reach, pulling to the side, and reach. A couple more here. We're back on the beach. Stretch it out, pulling it in, reaching long. One more time each way. Good. Shorten it in, stretch it long, and then go ahead and step it forward where you can. Make your way around, plant that foot down, and then let your hip just drop. Good. When you're ready, send those arms up if you can. Maybe they go to your knee, maybe one arm goes up. If you can, take the opposite hand to your leg and make your rotation happen. Come back to center, reach your hands forward and see if you can shift forward to step off your rebounder or get up whatever way you like. Let's replace those bungees and roll all the way up through the spine. Good, all right. Let's get up and move our hips a little, shall we? Standing on the top of the rebounder, just a little bit of a lymph bounce. We're gonna go bouncing to the side and bouncing to the side. So remember this gentle lymph bounce, the beginning of it, is how we're beginning to start to sift the fluid. And you might have come into class and be like, you know what, I don't know what the heck lymph is. Well, it's our waste management system, but it does need a little help. Unlike the other waste management system that actually has an outsourcing of sorts, the lymph needs movement, it needs breath, it needs good beats. Good, can you roll your shoulder back? Another shoulder as we go to the side. Just shifting our weight. So the good news is that you're doing super important work right now. And a little bit fun too, right? And it's gentle. Not everything has to be high intensity. Life is high intensity enough. Let's go for 4. Good. And 3. And 2. And 1, bring all arms, all of them out to the side. Reach them forward, just let your chest round a little bit, your back round, and then pull it all the way back. And then let's do it again. Round it forward, keep going. Losing my microphone a little bit here, and then open. Feel your shoulder blades come together. And then again, round. And pull it back. Excellent. One more time, round. And pull it back. Good, and then just bring it down by the side. Feel your shoulders over your hips. Feel your base of your spine, your base of your support, your feet really grounded. And then let's just start to add a little loft to this bounce. Don't worry too much about the tempo. Letting your feet just gently leave the mat or simply increasing your pressing down through the sole of the foot. So if you're doing a closed chain bounce where your feet are staying connected to the mat, just actively use the muscles of your legs to continue to push down. And if you are ready, you can start to take a little air. Yeah, that's it. Nice and easy here. Just gonna be sifting for a few more moments, enjoying it, making our slow way into a little more intense bouncing. We're gonna close and open, just close and open, close and open. So I've got a really easy kind of floppy arm happening right now. And that's just to honestly sift out anything over the weekend that doesn't need to be there. Although I had a pretty nice weekend, not gonna lie. Got a little photo shoot done. First time in a long time for that. The new program's up on my website. My favorite, one of my favorites. I have 3 favorite photographers, but she is amazing. And she is my little muse right now that helps me figure out how not to just take nice pictures, but how to take pictures that are nice for people to maybe see themselves as a part of. Insert your face here. Good. And yes, there was plants. And yes, there was food. It was really good. Good. So I'm starting to do a little figure 8 with my arms, moving the back of the wrists together, forward and then apart. See if you can add that one in. As long as we've got this little country song, we're gonna take advantage of this nice easy tempo, this nice gentle bounce. If you're at a place where the bouncing gets too much for you, you can always slide in and slide out. Yeah. Good work. We also got to see the Chicago Fire play. It's our soccer team, our MLS team. This is a 0-0 game. That is not fun. I'm trying to find the lesson in that one, which is sometimes you're gonna try, still not gonna score. You keep coming back, I guess, right? Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's land in together. Just center bounce as close as you can with those legs, arms to your side. Good. So whether you're keeping your feet connected to the mat or you're moving up and down, this center bounce, it's really good for pelvic floor connection. So see if you can feel the top of your inner thighs on the front and on the back. Give it a little squeeze. And then just think of that sense of lifting up. Not so harsh that you don't have any choices, but engaged enough so you feel like you could jump higher by lifting yourself up if you wanted to. For right now, we're just gonna stay right here in the center. We have 8, 7, good, 6, 5, feeling that heat burning, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Start to turn the volume down on your bounce, coming back to that closed chain, just up and down. Let's heel toe our feet out apart a little wider. We're gonna bring our arms out to the side. We're gonna start lifting a knee to the side. So right hand touches your left knee. Did I get it for you? Yes. There are some teachers that just refuse to demo with the opposite direction. And I think if you're watching me on the screen, I better be saying what you're doing. Otherwise, you're just watching me work out on my own. That's not very interesting, right? Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5. Really creasing in that hip, folding in the hip, getting lots of warmth. Let's go to the other side. And knee. Good. And with the arm, I'm just thinking of slicing across. That's it. Wide through your feet, pushing down through the sole of the foot, keeping your chest open. Good. And then you can play a little game with yourself, trying to land as soon as I say it, it goes off, trying to land in the same place every single time. Generally speaking, that can be helpful. We're going to go for 4, 3. We're going back to the other side, but we're going to touch the inner heel. Good. If you can't get your heel or your ankle, go for your calf, but think about kicking that heel up. That's it. Here comes that warmth. Good work. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Yes. Little turn out for your leg. Little hip work. Don't forget to keep that standing knee bent, unlocked at least. 4. All right. We're gonna go into a hamstring curl. Hands to the hips. We go down. Kick your butt. Kick your butt. Kick your butt. Good. Or kick your seat if you need it a little calmer. Yes. Stay right here. Kick it up. Kick it up. Good. Push with 2 feet. Land on 1. That's it. Keep going. Keep going. All right. So right now we're alternating. We're gonna see if we can tap the foot behind, or at least try, okay? Bring your arms up to a V or to a T if you need to. All right, we go. Find your foot, find your foot, find your foot, find your foot. Even if you get in the general arena, you're good. Good. Push and push and reach and reach. Nice work. No flashlight today, by the way. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Have a little bounce for yourself here. Let's calm down. We're just about around a little over our halfway point. Let's pause, get a quick drink. Our lymphatic system also depends on being and staying hydrated. And then, sorry, a little slurpy there. Let's take up our weights. So if you're not using a weight, just make fists with your hands. Again, this is not strength training, not like our Bounce Plus. This is more along the lines of, just working a little resistance for ourselves. So we're gonna start in the center with our feet wide. And we're gonna start with a circle of our arms overhead, and then a slow circle down. We'll start it without a bounce, just reaching up 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then don't get down there until the last count. So the reason we're reaching here is to start to feel like our arms come from our backs. There's a beautiful quote from the dancer and choreographer Martha Graham that says, "Our arms come from the back because they were once wings." So as you lift up overhead, think of spreading your wings from your back. Think of eagle wings, hawk wings, something very powerful, supportive, and strong. Let's go 4 more. All the way up, good. All the way down. Yes. 3, pressing evenly through both feet. Think of actively pushing through the balls of your feet, pushing down through the heels in order to lift up through your center. Here's 2 more. Breathing as we go, opening that chest. Let's take the last one here. We go reach wide back, wide back, wide back. Good. All the way down. We're in that wider position. We're gonna bend the elbows and take it into a little bounce balance. Now, if you're using dumbbells, you might do a little thumbs up position of the hands. I like to just use these weights, lifting and holding the balls up to the ceiling so that it makes my wrist a little more stable. So let's take that bounce balance. Right now our elbows are bent at the 90 degree. Now we're just pulling and pushing. That's it, breathing. Good. So we're gonna take single, single, double. And on the double, we're gonna stretch the arm out. So we go short, short, long. Short, short, reach. In, press it forward. In, press it forward. That's it. You're reaching forward with the arm of the leg that's doing the double bounce. Stretch, stretch, reach it. Stretch, stretch, reach. Push through those heels. Can you bend your knees a little more? Down another inch. Good. Remember I said we've got a lot of lymph nodes located around our chest and our underarms. So we're supporting, stimulating that area with every movement of our arms. Keep going. Bounce, bounce, stretch. Bounce, bounce, stretch. Good. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1, and stretch. Good. Bring them all the way down. Walk your heels in so that your feet are hip-width distance apart. Let's find this new tempo. Sometimes it's a little easier with the weights hanging down, so you're pushing through those legs. Knees are slightly bent. We're still upright in our torso. Shoulders open. We're gonna bicep curl up and down. Really simple. Up and down. So as you're moving your arms, can you feel strong in your entire body? Meaning a nice direct line. So it's almost like if a child were to draw a line of the direction of your energy, they would draw a straight line up to the sky. It's not about your body shape, it's not about where you're organized, it's about what your intention is. Good, here we go. Boom, and good. Keep curling. Keep that breathing and that bouncing going. We're gonna take 4 more. And 3, yes, 2, and 1. We're adding on an overhead foot press. So we pull in, reach up, bend down, lower. Pull in, reach up with your whole self. Try to get a little taller, that's it. Bend, press, in and down. 1 more, bend, hold them up there, right here. Good, bend your right arm, down and up, other side, down. And reach, down, and reach, stay long, down, and up, down, and up, down, and up, 1 more, down, we bend our elbows, we go, down, reach, and push, and lower, and push, I know, push, find that rhythm for 8, 7, just keep moving, keep lifting. We go for 4, 3, good work everybody, 2. We're gonna take it into a low jog right after this one. Here we go, and jog it out. Whee! Bounce myself right off the center. Good. You got it. Nice work. Keep those elbows bent. Keep your chest open, strong back, knees a little higher if you can. Good. Reaching through the crown of your head, long sides of your neck, easy neck, strong back. Good. Excellent. If you're ready, take those arms right by your shoulders. We'll wait for our next tune to come in. Good. A little quicker. Ready, set, reach it up, reach. Good. We're just gonna be here for a little bit. Push, 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 push. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, good. 3, 2, 1. Hold them together, bring them to your chest. Widen your legs out. We're gonna do that down bounce. Bring your feet to the mat, press it down. You're either gonna stay closed chain or we're gonna start lifting our feet. Ready, set, go. Good, stay here. Hold those weights strong. We're here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring your arms down, close the bounce, Hold it here. Reach your arms to the side. Out and down. Yes. Out and down. One more. Out. Lift the weights to your chest. Here we go. Bounce. Yes. Good work. Stay right here for 4, for 3. Do those heels. 2, 1. Calm it down. Reach it out. And lower. And out. Nice work. Don't let those weights get behind you. 2. And lower. 1 more. Out. Bring them down. Bring them together. Bounce down. Push. Good. You can keep your feet close. You can lift your knees higher. You're here for 4. Great work, everybody. 2. Calm the bounce down. Here we go. Reach. And lower. This is our last intense pattern, so let's finish it strong. Good. One more time. Are you feeling that upper back? Bring it in. Give it all you got. Here we go. Boom. Everything else is nice and strong in the center. Legs working hard. For 3. For 2. One more time, everybody. Here we go. Reach. Breathe. You didn't think we'd get out of here without a little circuit, right? Warmth is good, too. All the way down. We got one more. Up. And all the way up. Last time. Push. Yes. Good. Almost there, almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 4 reaches. Reach. Lower. Up. Lower. 2. You got it. You got it. All the way down. Last one. Slowly lower, slowly lower, slowly lower. Relax. Well, that worked out perfectly, didn't it? All right, let's go ahead and take our weights down and off. Quick drink as we get ready to cool down and then finish with some stretching. All right. So we're gonna come back to the center and just meet me in a lymph bounce. So up and down, nice and sifty, letting your arms hang. A lot of times my clients are like, well, I get up in there and I just do this, but I don't feel like it's enough. And the enough piece is only because we don't highlight the information about the other aspects of health that movement touches beyond the boring, sedate, uninteresting, and shame-laden topic of caloric burn. There is mood boosting. There is mental health benefits. There is affirmation of meaning and purpose in life. There is endorphins. There is the ability to facilitate a deeper sleep, and it is lymphatic health. So those are so much more interesting to me. I don't know if they are for you. Yes. All right, my watch is telling me I got stuff to do, but I'm really having a good time here. So let's take those little figure eights again, yeah? Wrists come together as the legs go out. And this is our cool down. It's active, but it's just gentle, yeah? Let's breathe. You can even choose to do a little internal and external rotation with your thighs, where you go toes slightly in and then toes slightly out. That feels like a good thing for my hips today. Good. Let's go for 4, 3. We're gonna land in a wide position. And just let that bounce calm down naturally. Good. Just letting it sift out. We're gonna take our right arm. We're gonna reach it up as we shift over to the right leg. A little bigger than we did at the beginning. Other side. Press it back. And again. I think there's a lot of people who, well, I know they are because they're in my team. They don't like when I say, well, why are you vilifying caloric burn. Don't we need it? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we do. We burn the calories for energy. We're so hyper-fixated on that aspect and the aspect of weight that we forget about the joy that we get from using that energy. So it's not, you focus on the negative, your brain doesn't understand what's not there. In order for your brain to get on board with an intention or a goal, it first has to see what is there and then think of what the opposite of that would be in order to make it negative. It's so much work. So why not, instead of focusing on the lessening and the burning and the rain, we focus on the sun behind the clouds. Last one. Good. Take a deep breath in. Calm that bounce all the way down. Release. Let's do one more time. Big stretch. All right, we're going to take it down to our backs for a quick stretch, and then we'll be good to go for the day. And just make your way down carefully off your rebounder. Come on all the way down on your back. Take a breath here. Let that beautiful hammock-like sensation hold you here. Now, I'd like to do a bridge. If your rebounder isn't the right dimensions for you to bring your feet up on it, you could always do a roll up and roll down to massage out through your spine, or you can join me with your feet up onto the frame. I like to reach my arms down onto the frame. And from here, we're gonna curl the tail under, massage through the back, lifting up to the top, opening up through the chest, and then make your way down slowly, releasing through your rib cage, through your lower back, all the way out. And again, curling under. And this is just calming down everything that we've worked, accentuating all that movement that's possible through the spine. Good. Let's release at the bottom. You can leave your leg up there or you can bring it back down. Let's bring the right knee into the chest, hands come behind your knee and just stretch it up and bend it down. And stretch it up and bend and stretch and bend. We'll go two more. And nice. And last one, all the way up to stay. Give me some ankle circles around in one direction. Trying to hit all points of that circle. And then reverse. Good. From here, bend your knee to 90 degrees. Take your opposite hand to the outside of your knee and just give yourself a little twist over to the side. Opening up that hip. If you feel good here, if you want more stretch, you can reach and straighten that leg out. Bend your knee, replace your hip all the way down. Lower that leg down. Let's take the other one in, hands behind the leg. We kick it up all the way, and then we bend it all the way down. And again. Just breathing as we go. Let's go up one more time with those ankle circles, reaching around. There we go. And reverse. Just letting your breath calm down as well. And bend your knee to 90 degrees. Let's take our hand on top. Give yourself a little twisting stretch. And extend your leg if you like. Good. And we'll bend the knee back in, replace your hip, lower all the way down. Let's just take one last big yawn, reaching the arms overhead wherever you're at, giving it a little wiggle in your hips and your back. Circle your arms around and either reach to your frame or to your knees, however you need to come up. All the way to a seated position. Good. Come on around to meet me in front. We're going to take our knees wide, elbows on the inside. And just take one last inner thigh stretch. starting to drop into that space of remembering that everything we do matters to our life in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes in the way that says, actually, this is something that affects me negatively and I don't need to do it anymore. So thinking about why this lymph support balance mattered to your life today. And of course, I always encourage you to keep a little journal and write it down, because it is important in building your habits and reminding yourself that you're doing something for yourself. So let's stand together in 3, 2, and 1 to the top. Feel that fresh lymph sensation through your body. I want a special announcement, little reminder that there will be no live streaming on Thursday. I'll be off grid for a few days, much needed. No screens, no lights, no rebounding, which is harsh, but lots of nature. I'll be excited to tell you all about it, but I won't be live streaming on Thursday. And the rest of the schedule should be up for the month of April by the end of the day. I want to add in the seated cardio work, the seated fitness class, and I'm just waiting to get the go ahead for that. So I'll be in touch and I'll let you know about that one. And in the meantime, take good care of yourself. We have currently 47 classes to participate in on this YouTube channel. So tell your friends, tell your enemies, whoever you want to come over here. We'd love to have them. And just take good care. I'll see you next week. Have a good break.